This series is about my sixth Ford Ranger. I've owned 6 of them over the years, and they were all the same. Long box, V6, fleet. The fleet Rangers never had all the bells and whistles. It was just a truck. That was all I wanted. My first Ranger was a 1984. Then I got an 87. Then an 89. Then a 93. And finally a 2007. This is an image of my 2007 Ford Ranger one day before it was sold with 194,000 miles. And here it is setting next to the new Ranger, the 2022. It was special ordered as a super cab, 6-foot 1-inch box, vinyl floor, cloth seats, mud flaps, and the rear seat delete.
Now in this episode I'm going to show you how to carry a propane tank. In this case I've got a 30-pounder. Everybody that's got a truck at one time or another has probably carried a propane tank. However, there's no really good way to attach them. You can use tie-down straps, and there's little plastic holders that the tank will set into. But I've got one right here. It's a tank ties. I bought it from U-Haul, U-Haul.com, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So first off, you got to drop the tailgate down, then you got to flip the top over like that, and then if you see one of my earlier videos, it'll show you how to lock that in so that that won't flip back over and land on top of the tank. How do I know this? Right there. I did an oopsie. So I will show you how to use that tank tie, hopefully, to safely carry a 30-pound or 20-pound propane tank. Okay, here's your tank tie, and they've got that little zip tie you got to get out of there, and then I don't know, this slides out maybe. Like that. Now it shows you if you're gonna use the snap hook. Over here I've got a loop to attach, and that's what that clip is for, I think, or one of them. I'll figure it out. Then you got the seat belt loop, so you can put it on a regular seat and use the seat belt. So let's get the tank and get started. Okay, what I discovered with some quick testing, when you put this strap on, you've got a big hook, you got a little hook. This little hook is for seat belt. This big hook is for the hooks on the side of the truck. The thing is, on a Ranger, it's back here, and when you have the strap on the tank, it won't reach because it's too short. This one right here. That apparently is as far as it's going to come out. So what I've discovered is you have to hook that on first, then bring your tank over. Get that in, and then you gotta fiddle. It's not as good as they say it is, or that it shows on YouTube or their website. once you get it tight enough, and I think when you get to where you got to fill it up, it's going to be easier to undo this and get it off than it is to try to reach around and get that thing out of there, because you're not going to be able to. Well, after some further testing, I'm going to have to say that this tank tie does not work on a Ranger with a 30-pound tank. Now, previous you saw that I had it hooked down here. It's too top heavy, it tipped over. So what I did was up in there, I've got a, right there, I've got a cross bolt. And that's for my rail to hold the tonneau cover. But a normal Ranger isn't going to have that. But when it's up high like that, it's not going to tip over. But a normal Ranger, it's not going to work. So I guess I'm going to have to say that this is not recommended for anything more than a 20-pound tank in a Ranger. So the first item that I bought from U-Haul to haul a 30-pound propane tank didn't really work, at least not in a Ranger. It may work in some other vehicle. So I got this propane fill and grill tank foot. It's $10. You can see in the insets what this is up close. And they claim it works. So I don't have an empty tank right now. I got a full one. Okay, that's in. Okay. So I guess we'll just have to see. Take it for a drive. Well, it didn't look like it moved at all, even going over side bumps. So it looks like that is going to work, even though it says that it's only for a 20. But I got a 30 and it's working. I think online it said 30. So I guess the next thing is, how easy is it to get that off the tank? Now, something occurred to me. Because I have a rubber bottom on my bed, it's very possible that that is one of the reasons why this plastic doesn't slide around. On just bare metal, it may. So there we go. That didn't come off too bad. So I guess this is a winner where the strap isn't for at least a Ford Ranger.